the goal here really for today is just if y'all aren't already making videos, if you want to make more videos, just want to like simplify the process. Okay. Is that cool? By show of hands, who here is currently making videos? Put up your hands up. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then keep your hand up. Are you posting those videos as well? Because that's a whole nother part too. Right? I know. Okay. Right. Or even are you filming the video, but then are you even editing the video? Because that's where I struggle. So I film the content and then I like it just sits there. It sits there on my phone or my computer and then I don't do it. Okay. So then cool. Well, then we're going to cover all of that today. Key takeaway also will be just this is how you do it. This is kind of how we can simplify it. And then lastly, if say worst case scenario, we can't get CapCut on your phone, or you listen to me talk in this class for about an hour and you're like, this isn't for me, that's cool too. I'll share with you a video editor that I actually send a lot of my videos to overseas. I pay him $15 a video and he just edits them for me. If you know yourself and you know you're not going to do it, cool. We kind of got that kind of option as well for you. So we're going to kind of cover all the options. Okay. Cool. But at least we'll show you how to do it if you want to learn to do it, or appreciate the person that you pay who does it, because yeah, it's an interesting skill. Okay. All right, let's roll. So my name is Jared Larkin. I'm a sales rep with Chicago Title. It's a little bit about me. It's my wife, my kids. My son's almost 4. My twins girls are almost 2. We began potty training this week. So very excited. It's a good week for it though. It's cold outside, diapers off. Huge shout out to my wife who's home with them right now. A little accident last night, not to give too much details, but we're figuring it out, you know, if you have kids, right? I teach about 5 to 7 classes, events every single month, anything from educational content like this, marketing stuff, title stuff. We do fun events as well, whether it's a charity dodgeball tournament or a mini putt event, or we got waxing and whiskey on Thursday. If you ski or snowboard, come on by Choppers in Cherry Creek. We'll get your skis or snowboards tuned up, do a little whiskey tasting. So we kind of do all sorts of things. We keep it fun. I'm teaching about 13 different classes, anything from video to Google to Facebook ads to Google Business Profile to social media to Canva. So my background's in marketing. Before I got into title insurance about 8 years ago, I used to basically like do this for a living. I had a boutique marketing company. We did video, we did social media, we did all sorts of stuff. So passion's there. At the end of the day, it's interesting because I work for Chicago Title and I sell title insurance, but I understand that you all have relationships with title companies if you're not working with us yet, right? And I think, you know, I get maybe it's unfortunate, but I think the title insurance industry is seen as a commoditized industry. We're so darn regulated when it comes to RESPA and what we can and can't do. Our pricing is about the same. And let's just be honest, like we have to provide a good job. It's no different whether you're in roofing or lending or real estate, right? Like we only get one shot. It's just the truth. And we have to perform every time. But my role, I guess, is to disrupt those existing relationships that you have with title companies, because I'd love to partner with you and work with you and find ways to legitimately find ways to help you with your business and partner with you and grow your business. So that's why I'm doing this. So that's why I'm doing these classes. Okay. So that's the spiel on that. Next class coming up. Thank you. We've got Google Business Profile optimization coming up next week. If you have a Google Business Profile, we'll walk you through how to strengthen it and ideally get organic leads from it. It's a fun class. Real estate tech and AI, just taught that yesterday morning. This is an ongoing class. We're going to have more of these coming in, but basically I'm constantly just researching the latest and greatest apps, resources, things you can do with say ChatGPT or fill in the blank, and basically find ways to help you be more efficient with your job in real estate and just be better at it, and just some cool stuff you can do. This is the class today, video 101. Video 102, I taught this last week. This is where we take it up a notch. And now what I'm starting to do with this video series is I'm showing you like, here's different styles of videos. So in this class, maybe we'll do it here next month. What we do is we show you how to do like that talking head style video. So if you ever seen on maybe Instagram or TikTok, someone's talking and there's like something behind them, I walk you through how to create that style video. Okay, I give you content ideas and all that. All right, that's 102. Farming, taught this down the Springs yesterday. We were hanging out where we walk you through how to go deep into farming beyond just sending direct mail. We got meta ads 101, meta ads 102. This has been a new class that I launched this year. It's Google ads. Google ads, the way I describe them, when it comes to running ads for real estate, you can do what Facebook ads you could do with Facebook ads about 7, 8 years ago. You can still target with Google Ads very small locations. You can still target people who are actively looking to purchase a home. You can target people who are homeowners, renters. It's a lot of fun stuff that we walk through on that class. So, and then Canva, I haven't taught this yet, but I will. Some cool things. Anyone using Canva? I think Canva, they just keep improving it. There's so much stuff in there that we don't even realize it's in there. I'm going to walk you through all the stuff you can do with Canva. Okay. And then we do other fun stuff, headshots and happy hours and panels and all these fun things. And I work for Chicago Title, and I'd love to work with you if there's an opportunity down the road. If you have a listing on the title side, we'd love to work with you, and we have to do a great job, and I'd love to help you with your business. So we're not going to hand this out because I actually ran out of handouts. So I'm just going to give you guys, you all signed up on Eventbrite after this? Anyone not sign up on Eventbrite? One. All right, so we'll just get your email. I know you're good. I got you. You're covered, right? Normally I give this handout and we have you fill stuff in. I'm just going to give you guys everything. You'll get an email from me after the class with all this stuff, okay? And it's just other things that we won't have time to get to today with the class, but it's other valuable things. Whether if you went through this class today and I went too fast for you, I have a recording of this where I go through it step by step. I show you how to do it on the phone versus the computer. We're going to talk about hooks and like grabbing attention. There's a great book by Phil Jones. It's called Exactly What to Say. Has anyone ever read that book, Exactly What to Say? Great book, quick read. It's all about hooks and story. And I take some great ideas from that book and give that to you when it comes to creating content to help make your content just pop out faster, okay? Beyond that, the video editor, I'll give you that as well today. If you take this class and you're saying, this isn't for me, I'm just gonna outsource this. I've got a guy overseas, like I said, $15, $20 a video. He's fantastic and does a great job. And then, yeah, we'll give you some recommendations on video gear if you want it. So background me, before I got into title insurance, was producing videos. Ever since I was really like 15 years old, I used to compete semi-professionally in skiing. I went to a skiing academy in Maine called Carabas Valley Academy, and I didn't race. I did half pipe, jumps, rails, all that. That was pretty much my life for a long time. And what was cool back then was you wanted to get sponsored, right? Get some free skis, get some free gear. But you had to submit like a sponsor me video, right? Like you have to create a video. Well, I took that role upon myself, got a camera, and we started taking turns filming each other down the mountain, right? Like you're filming each other, doing tricks and all that. And then what I realized, you have all this video footage. This is back then, it was like on those like cassette tape things or whatever the hell they were called. You had to import them and then figure out how to edit them. And this was like pre-YouTube, like everything. You had to use other websites and kind of figure it out. But long story short, I'm all self-taught. I've never taken a video class. I've just messed around with it a lot to learn and do how to do it. And it's been a passion, which then led into basically a hobby and then a business. And this was my setup for quite some time. What I realized about all this gear, and maybe y'all can relate, is it's great and it's professional. It looks good, but it's a lot of work and it's one more excuse not to get in there and do it and use it and set it up and turn it on, right? Especially right now, life is hectic. 3 little kids, like, right? We only have so much time. I need to get down there, turn on all the gear, turn the lights, record it, and then I got to go and get it edited. It's too much. So as much as I do believe in the power of professional video and that we should all hire videographers, I do too myself when it comes to certain things. I also think there's power more than ever, especially in this day and age, as you probably all know, with just creating content on your phone, right? It's real, it's you, people like it, right? Sometimes the polished stuff is great, but then also sometimes the real stuff on your phone that's edited with an app is also great as well. So I pretty much sold most of this stuff in this room, and most of my content now is just all on my phone, okay? And even better, guys, like even last year I was using a lot. You can see here, that's a gimbal. Those are about 150 bucks. You can get microphones. I have these on right now. I do love these microphones. But the truth is with these editing apps and CapCut especially, I found lately, I've gotten so lazy. I don't even put that stuff on. I just pop out the phone and just shoot it. And what's cool is when you bring these videos into these editing apps such as CapCut, there's little buttons you can press, and I'll show you today, that will quickly like enhance the quality of your audio just to make it sound really professional. So it's just gotten really good. Okay. I think that all ties back to technology and AI, and it just keeps getting better and easier and easier and easier. So that's kind of the game plan. Is we're going to go through, let's make some quick videos on our phones, and let's talk about this. By show of hands, if you had to choose one platform that you could only live on that would benefit your real estate business the most, if the answer is Facebook, could you please raise your hand? One, only one. 1.5. All right. Instagram, raise your hand. Most of us. Okay. What am I missing? TikTok? We got a TikToker? TikTok. Okay. LinkedIn. LinkedIn, okay. Am I missing anything? Pinterest, X, YouTube? Yeah. Shorts, long form video, all of the above? Cool. Cool. It's funny because every time I do this class, it's different answers, it's different hands. Everyone has and lives and breathes on different platforms, which is what's so fun. For the purpose of today's class, we're going to focus though on short form video content, right? So what that means is vertical style video. I used to say 90 seconds or less, but now a reel can be up to 3 minutes. Did you guys know that? Right? It's like, it's so interesting, right? We have these social media platforms. We've got Meta, which owns Facebook and Instagram. And then we've got ByteDance, we got TikTok, and they're competing against each other for attention because they want to run ads and they're always copying each other and it's always changing. But for the purpose of today, we're not going to focus on long videos. I just want to get comfortable with just creating quick little pieces of content, right? And taking bite-sized action with these videos. So that's what we're going to focus today. Vertical video, short form on our phones, and create great content. Okay, so all the content I'm putting out is this style. It's usually on my phone and I'm using it. And you guys probably didn't do your homework because I didn't really send this out till this morning, and that's okay. And basically we're gonna be using CapCut. If you don't have CapCut on your phone, I'll walk you through how to do that later. But right now I'm just gonna walk you through from start to finish what you all are gonna do. First things first, who here has an iPhone? Raise your hand. Who here doesn't have an iPhone? Raise your hand. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, droids, 5. Okay, cool. We're gonna roll through both options. So first things first, we wanna make sure you're taking the greatest advantage you have possible out of your smartphone, whether it's a Droid, iPhone, whatever, fill in the blank. And usually when you get these phones, they default to a lower recording setting. So just make sure that you pop up the recording setting. You can pop up the camera quality for the back-facing camera as well as the front-facing camera, and we can just really leverage the quality that these devices shoot. They've come so far, and that's why we're just using them. And I prefer to use these over even a professional video camera. The only time I'm really using this video camera is to record these classes like this and just to have them as recordings if, for example, someone needs it down the road, and that's it. Okay, so camera settings within your phone. This way I increase the, I'm calling it the back-facing camera. You can pop that up. It might be defaulted at 1080p. You can pop it up to record at 4K 30 FPS or 60 FPS. That stands for frames per second, number of frames per second when a video is getting recorded. Either of those are great. So if you do want to take up a notch, you can do that, change your settings. Just a heads up, when you do this, your video files will be much larger file size. So if you are limited on storage with your phone will fill faster with storage, but the quality will be better. Okay. Everyone getting this? Cool. Record 4K. We're doing it. Droid. Don't worry, I've got a Droid slide too. Here we go. Droid slide. I Googled it. Camera app, video mode.
Hold on.
And within the video mode, you're looking for, and I've seen it on different options. I've looked at some different phones. I believe the default option, it might say 1080p or it might say FHD, which is, I believe, like full HD. And you want to pop it up to 4K or UHD, which I believe is Ultra HD. Does that make sense? Okay. We finding it? Maybe? Feeling good? Blank stares? iPhone, you can do 4K. 4K, go all the way. Go 4K 60 if you have it. FPS. Yep. Then sure, absolutely. Yep, I'll send that too. You got it. Sharing is caring. I got you. Yeah, totally. Okay. Cool. So that's that. All right. Feeling good? Did we find it? Olga? No, we're stuck. Okay. Okay. What are you seeing? Camera settings. High fish. That looks like photos. Go back. Search back. Keep looking. I'll help you after if you don't get it. Okay.
What does preserve settings mean?
Don't know. We'll look at it after. Preserve settings. That probably means save it, maybe. Save the settings. What are you thinking? We'll see. Okay. We'll come back to if you guys get stuck. All right. Video ideas. Did anyone come here with a video idea on what they want to create today? Blank stares. That's usually the answer. No? Okay. We got an idea.
Yeah. I always like to do like the photo in an open house.
Yeah.
Just going in and doing the walkthrough.
Yeah, that's an easy video idea. Yeah, it's a great one. It's a great one. That's also a great one too. Is anyone doing live videos at all? Going live? Yeah, let's go. Let's go. 1.5. I think live is still an underutilized thing that we can take advantage of. You don't get notified when someone goes live. It's a great way to leverage the algorithm from an organic perspective, because I don't think very many people are doing it just by the show of hands. Everyone in this room, there's 1.5 people doing it. Okay. Live though, great. That's a great video to do. If you're walking through a house, easy, right? Look at that, bathroom, windows, doors, stuff, right? Easy live video. For today, we are gonna shoot videos. It's a safe space today. You're either gonna find a friend or you're gonna shoot full selfie style video. It's up to you. And we're gonna create some content. Ideally 90 seconds or less. I wanna keep it easy, simple, and just have you guys get in the practice of creating stuff. And guys, you might have come here with no ideas, but I guarantee you have tons of video content ideas. Think about every time you're working with a buyer, a seller, investor, right? All those commonly asked questions you get, I would recommend what you do is you start writing them down. Okay, I've shared this in all my other classes. If I get the same question asked 3 times or more, I have a Google sheet, I write it down, and that becomes a video that I have to create because people keep asking me. So clearly it's a question that needs to be answered, and then I have to make a video on it. And then guess what this does too? Another reason why you should make video content, you'll put it out on the platforms and everywhere, but then you'll also have those videos essentially harvested and stored on these platforms, and you can share them down the road when you get those commonly asked questions over and over again. Hey, this is the answer. If you want more information on it, you can go to this. Do it all the time. Jay, what's up?
Is there a way to kind of go back and just fine tune? Because I do a lot of video stuff and the quality's not that great. You like get some of these older and people who are into
CapCut. Another reason. CapCut. Guys, CapCut does so much beyond just editing video. They're building AI stuff into it. I talk about my AI class beyond just transcribing video, removing backgrounds, cloning yourself. You can clone yourself, enhancing images, enhancing videos. So I'm not 100% that CapCut does it, but I'm pretty darn sure it can do it. Yeah, you're probably going to bring it in there. It's going to try to clean in the pixels, make it look more crisp and clear, and do it. I've done it with photos. I'm sure they could do it with video. Yeah, and if not them, I'm sure there's something out there that can do it. Yeah, technology. Let's go. So anyone familiar with ChatGPT? Some of us, most of us? Cool, right? So ChatGPT seems to be the go-to early adopter, right? When it comes to AI and going text to answers using AI. I just type in what I want. I feel like I'm using this thing more than Google now because AI with these platforms, right? You could Google something and it will give you answers, but then you still have to sift through all the information. What I like about AI, such as ChatGPT, is it gives us the information and then synthesizes it for us as well. So I asked ChatGPT, hey, I want to make videos that are 90 seconds or less. I'm a real estate agent, be as specific as you can. Also think about the avatar that you want to work with. Is it first-time home buyers? Is it empty nesters? Is it move-up buyers? Is it move-up sellers? Is it young families, right? And think about like, who do you want to serve? Who are you serving now? And where can you start with curating content for that person that you want to work with? Who's like your ideal avatar? But to keep it vague and simple, I am a real estate agent. I want to provide value in these videos, answering commonly asked questions by people who are looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate. Provide me with 25 video topic ideas. Guys, you could say 1,000, right? Go crazy. Type it in. See what happens. That are based on the most commonly searched for and asked for topics in real estate, okay? Also with ChatGPT, for the longest time, ChatGPT was a little bit outdated depending on which one you used. They built in, if you haven't noticed yet, they've built in a little button that you can press. It looks like a globe and it turns blue and it can search the internet in real time. So everything's now up to date with ChatGPT when you press that button. So it's really cool. Okay. So anyway, I typed that in. It gave me these answers, right? Anything from top first-time home buyer tips for home buyers, the importance of home inspections, common mistakes to avoid when selling your home. Guys, anything that I've starred is evergreen content, okay? I'm a big believer in evergreen content. I've been a big believer in if I'm gonna make content, I want it to live and breathe forever on the internet. I don't want to reinvent the wheel. If I'm gonna take the time and energy to do something, I want it to be out there forever and be usable forever. You do you, right? If you want to do market reports, I get that. Market stats, go crazy. But don't forget about all the content that you can create that is evergreen, that will live and breathe and exist forever, that you can share forever, right? So this is content that will never go away. Common mistakes, I love that one, by the way. That's one of the hooks. That's something you'll see if I send you that PDF on, hooks. When it comes to bringing people in, no one wants to make mistakes. We don't like making mistakes, even though we're human and we do. Common mistakes to avoid when blank, when buying a home, when selling a home, when renovating a home, when purchasing your first flip, when whatever, filling the blank in, right? When moving to a new neighborhood, you can do anything with that. How to choose the right neighborhood for your new home, the benefits of homeownership versus renting, preparing your home for sale, tips and tricks. I mean, that could be a whole series within itself, right? Pros and cons of buying a blank fixer-upper. Property taxes coming up here in a few months, May 2025. That's going to be a hot topic. If values go up significantly, people are going to want to know about that, how to appeal those. Real estate jargon explained. That's an easy place to start. You could talk about anything, terms every buyer and or seller or investor should know, right? What is earnest money? What is title insurance? I know an agent that will go A through Z and pick a term and topic for that letter and talk about it for a minute. Okay? Guys starting to get some ideas maybe? Good. So.
Question on that.
Yeah.
So I think with ChatGPT, I love it because it's a time saver. My only concern is we're getting information that other people are doing. Therefore, we're now doing what they're doing. How do we look unique, right? So that's my first thing. And then I think you're going to talk about the hook. But not all of this is appealing to everybody. So like you're saying, having the avatar, having your client, what you want to go after, it goes beyond, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you gotta do you. This is just a starting point for you. You take this wherever you want. You're your own brand, you're your own identity. I think in this day and age though, it's hard to be original, right? I think everything's out there. People are ripping off and duplicating each other, right? It just is what it is, right? And you just have to decide on which niche you want to carve out, right? Is that saying riches are in the niches? And lean into that, right? And you do what works for you. Yeah. But the one thing you don't want to do is like stall, right? Because it's overwhelming and you don't know where to go. Just start. That's the other thing I think is, and that's really the purpose of this class today is just get started. Just make something, right? And even today, like we're going to film and we're going to practice and go through the motions just so you can get in the habit of doing it. Because I think the hardest part is getting started. And what you're going to realize, and it's the same thing with me. If I look at the content that I created 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago, it's a very different Jared Larkin, right? I look at it and I cringe, right? But it's the only way you get better. I don't know how to get better at video without doing video. I don't think anyone just is born and it's just good at video. It's uncomfortable. It's weird. I'm still like holding up the camera and feeling uncomfortable. And every time I make a video, I'm like, this is weird. I don't like it, but I still just say F it and I post it anyway because I know it's going to lead to more opportunities. So you have to decide for yourself when you're ready to cross that bridge and just go for it. Because the only way you're going to get better is just doing it. And just trying it. And what's fun, right, is it's on our camera. And worst case scenario, if you take 100 takes of it and you still hate it, cool, don't post it. But at least try. So that's the goal. I'm just gonna try, okay? So, guys, I will send you everything. If you wanna get jump start, you're more than welcome to. So that's the end of the slide deck because now we're gonna take action and do stuff. And I'm gonna record a video up here. I'm gonna edit it on the spot and show you guys just a walkthrough of this so that I can do it here with you all and then you all can do it. Cool? Cool. Okay. So I am going to open up my phone. And first things first, very important when you're going to record a video on your phone is clean your phone. Okay? Because it gets smudged, right, on the cameras. And it makes a huge difference. You ever shot something, a photo or whatever, and it's like shiny or blurry because there's just a little smudge on it? Yeah. So that's step one. Clean your phone. Clean your camera lens. Okay? I'm going to pop this over and share my phone so you can see what I see. All right. 20 on text messages. That makes me anxious. Okay. Anyone else get anxious? All right. Here we go. Full attention. Okay. So I'm going to open up the camera. Boom. Okay. Camera's open. All right. Here on the camera, we can choose photo, video. Really, when it comes down to it, of course, I'm on an iPhone here. We can choose, usually if it's a newer phone, we can choose between cinematic and video. I'm gonna go selfie mode. There we go. Okay, we're feeling uncomfortable. This is good. I'm gonna now switch this over to cinematic. Now, personally for me, I like the cinematic option if you have it. What that means is it just basically blurs. That's a bokeh effect. It blurs behind you. I think it just makes it look even more crisp and professional. So I like to choose that one. And then other than that, right, we're going to go selfie stick style if you're filming it yourself. If you have a friend, right, then you could switch it around and have them hold it. You guys take turns. But here's how we upgrade the camera for the selfie style video on the iPhone. Top right corner, okay, see where it says, it's kind of blurry, but it says 4K 30. If I tap on that, I'm going to tap on that with my thumb, right? It might be defaulted for you to HD. HD is still good. It's just a little bit lower quality. It's like 1080p. But again, like if you want to utilize the highest possible quality, just tap it, right? Go up to 4K 30. Cool? Cool. Good. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Okay. Yes.
I am on cinematic facing myself.
Okay.
But at the top, I can't get past the F in the circle.
Oh, that's a good question. F and circle.
Right. Well, it.
We might be, oh, it's because you're in this maybe. Boom, pop out, pop back in, camera. If we're not seeing it, we might have it somewhere else. But you know what? That looks super crisp. And that F, you don't even need to press it actually. Go back to cinematic selfie, and yours actually looks good to go. And this is a minor detail, you guys. Like, we'll still make great content, but I'm all about like how can I utilize the highest quality setting if it's there. If it's not there, it just means you're already at the highest quality setting. You got it?
I switched to 30.
Good, perfect, perfect. Good, good. All right, cool. So I'm gonna make a video on, what should I make a video on? The 3 thing, I'll do the one I always do, guys. So I'm gonna cheat here. If you've seen this. 3 mistakes to avoid when selling your home. Okay. What are the mistakes I should avoid when I'm selling my home? Not using a realtor. I just say that. Excuse me.
Overpricing.
Overpricing. There it is. Overprice.
Not staging.
Not staging. Not staging. Overpricing. What else? Declutter. Not using Chicago title for your listing. Let's go. Thanks. Okay. All right, here we go. So think about what you're going to say. I always struggle if I don't know like the first 2 sentences on what I'm going to say. I usually mess up. Another important note on creating video content. I've tested this with enough of these classes. If you screw up, if you're stumbling through what you have to say, I think you are better off pressing the stop button on recording and starting from the top. Don't stumble your way through the video and then like get through each bit, right? This is a short enough video, right? Let's try to keep it like under 90 seconds where you should be able to just go through on one riff and get it. If you stumble or make a mistake, stop and just start over from the top. The reason why I think this will be a faster approach is later on when we bring this into editing, it will be less work for you to edit and trim this and clean this clip up. If you stumble through it, we then have to make more splices and clean it, and it's a lot of work. It'll take you less time just to start over. It's a short, quick video. Cool? Makes sense? Cool. Okay. So I think about the first couple things I'm going to say. What's my hook? All right. Here's 3 mistakes. We want to jump right into it, right? People are scrolling. We all see squirrels everywhere. We live in this fast-paced environment. If we don't grab and hook someone in, they're not going to listen. They're not even going to watch. It doesn't even matter what the heck you talk about if you don't pull people in. So think about who your avatar is, who's following you, who do you want to engage with. So I'll probably say something like, here are 3 mistakes to avoid if you're selling your home. And then I'll just pop right into it. 1, 2, 3. And then I'll probably finish it out with some sort of call to action. So for me, call to action, I like to give all of the options of call to action. I usually say contact me. I don't say call me because maybe someone doesn't want to call me, right? Contact me, whatever that may be, and be happy to help you out with any questions. Okay. What else? Smile. It feels awkward. Try to talk with your hands, right? Your arm is your selfie stick. And let's try it out. Okay. Hey, what's going on? I want to share with you 3 mistakes that I've been seeing lately. If you're thinking about selling your home this spring, 3 mistakes that you should avoid, okay? Mistake number 1 that I see all the time when I'm working with home sellers is going to be pricing your home too high. If you're pricing your home too high, you're going to miss out on opportunities for potential buyers to come and see your home. Maybe you end up in some sort of bidding war, getting your home priced up higher. We want to make sure it's priced perfectly based off of what it could sell for in the market. Mistake number 2 that we see is not staging your home, especially if you moved out of it, if it's just sitting there. A lot of buyers, we want them to come in and feel like they could live in that home, picture it, envision it, dream of that home being theirs, and of course, place an offer in on that home. So stage your home if you haven't staged your home, especially if it's empty. Mistake number 3 is going to be just decluttering your home, especially if you have kids like me. There's stuff everywhere, right? We got to clean that out, get rid of it. We want to make it kind of have a neutral setting. So again, these buyers that come in can feel like they could live in here. This is their home and it feels good for them. If you have questions on buying, selling, investing in real estate, anything at all, reach out to me, Jared Larkin with XYZ Real Estate. I'd be happy to answer your questions. And I don't know what to say after that. That's usually where I screw up. I don't know where to cut it off. That's usually what I'll usually say if I screw up. I'll just say, and I'll see you in the next video. I say that all the time because I don't know where to cut it off. Usually I'll say, and hey, I'll see you in another video on other real estate topics. So if you get stuck at that end where I just stumbled right there, fill that in. That's usually my go-to, right? But in theory, I should just kind of cut it off. If any questions, reach out to me, Jared Larkin, XYZ Real Estate. Okay. So that's kind of the flow through. What's up?
You ever say just a couple things like don't forget to follow, subscribe, whatever, and it goes in for that?
You could. Yeah, you could throw it in there at the end if you wanted to. Totally. Especially if you're pushing. I mean, anyone who's seeing it, I mean, in theory, they're probably following or they could not be my follower. It's up to you. It's up to your call. We see that, of course, a lot with YouTube and all that. But I'm just trying to get right to the communication. Any questions, reach out to me. I want to be, right? You all want to be just a trusted real estate professional. Build this virtual trust with all these people who are seeing your content. Okay. So I'm going to roll with that video just because. Now, next step, right? So now we got the video, it's saved on the phone. What we're going to do now is we're going to open up the CapCut app. So CapCut, this is the symbol for CapCut. It looks like this, right? Got a little blue down here. They changed up for 2025. I'm going to open up the CapCut app. Quick kind of walkthrough on the app, what it looks like, how we use it. All right. First things first, there's 4 tabs at the bottom. Bottom left, right here is the edit scissors. And this is basically where you're going to click new project and we're going to start editing this video. Although one other tab that I want to point out is the templates tab. This is for another class, but this is really cool. Don't sleep on this. This is the templates tab. And what this is where you can take pre-created edited videos. You can choose the length of the video, the style. You can search by song. You can search by whatever open house template or whatever you wanted, right? Up here. And then it will pull in videos that are curated to that type of keyword or content that you're looking for. And then you can go in and essentially just like steal and take these videos and put your content, overlay it within there. So when are these valuable for you and helpful for you? This is perfect if you have some sort of like recap video that you want to create, say maybe from like an open house or maybe a client event or a party, or even on the personal side, like a vacation video or a travel video or a day in the life. That's how I'm seeing real estate agents use these templates. And it's super nice because some of them are edited really well. We can click on them here and you can take them, right? The only hard part that's usually the struggle is just finding the right music, right? So here's one if you wanted to take this, bring in your photos, right? And then just make it in your own. Here's a home tour one. Here's this, right? So all you would do if you want to take one of these is you would just click on it. You click use template. These are all the clips down here, videos and or photos that you bring in, and it would just edit the video to this style like this. So super easy to do, super fun. So just something to think about down the road with CapCut. Another cool feature to CapCut. Okay. Getting back on track here. All right. I'm going to pop out of this. Other than that, these are the main 2 tabs. This is just your profile. That's it. Left-hand side, go back to the scissors. This is the edit scissors. There's a bunch of features in here. We're not going to go into them today because it's overwhelming. Top, we're going to click on new project. I'm going to click on new project right here. I'm then going to grab this video. I'm going to click add. I'm going to import this video. Okay. Important CapCut, we want to be hooked up to some sort of Wi-Fi connection or cellular service because we're pulling in all of the data from CapCut, such as like the stickers and the music and all of the effects. And sometimes this gets a little stuck at 4% because it's a high quality cinematic video. But I believe that it's going to jump here. So we're going to keep talking while that's going. Other things you need to know is when you bring this video clip in, I'm going to walk you through step by step on how we do this. So step 1 is we bring the clip in, right? If you followed instructions and you riffed through your video from basically, start to finish, all we need to do is we just need to splice out 2 components to the video. We're going to splice out the beginning component to the video and then the ending component to the video, which is where you press that record button and then where you turn it off. The reason why we're going to do that is because we want right when that video starts, we want it to jump right into you talking, right? We don't want there to be a 1-second pause. We're going to lose people, okay? That first second is so critical to just grabbing people and hooking them in, all right? That's step 1. Step 2, once that's done, we are then going to enhance the audio. I'm going to show you how to click a button. It's going to increase the quality of the audio so that it sounds good. I'm going to turn off Wi-Fi and see what happens, okay? Because there's probably a bunch of us on there. And then after we increase and enhance the audio of what we say, we're then, oh, we got it. Perfect. We then are going to add in the captions. And then lastly, maybe bonus points, we'll add music. Okay, so let's do it.
Sure.
Yes.
Why do you use
vertical format?
Vertical format, why we're talking about today for this class, good question, is because a lot of these platforms, say Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, fill in the blank, they are prioritizing algorithmically vertical content. And the concept is if you're going to make the content lead in to the algorithm, lead into what is organically getting pushed out there, that's so it will get more views and it will get seen by more people. Okay. There is totally a time and place though for horizontal content, right? We see that approach, of course, a lot with YouTube, long form videos. People with intent are on there. They're usually maybe on their other computer, right? And they're there to learn and watch a long form horizontal video. So good question. Yep. Good. Let's go. All right. So in case you haven't seen this before, this is what CapCut looks like. Most video editing platforms, though, they all look the same. Here's what you need to know. This is the play button. It's a little sideways triangle. And probably the most important button is going to be the edit undo button right here. Undo, redo, undo, redo. Wait, Command Z, right? Undo. Down here, this is called our timeline. Okay. Below this are just a bajillion things you can do, bajillion effects. And how these operate, just to understand the structure of clicking into this and how it all works, is these are, think of them as like folders. This is the first folder. And if I click, say, on audio, the second one, then goes within that folder of more options within each folder. Okay. Another very, very important thing to know is you will see different features available depending on if you have a clip selected or not selected. So what I mean by this is watch here. When I tap on this clip of me speaking, boom, okay, there are now features and effects and things that pop up for specifically editing that clip, whether it's a video or an audio track or whatever, okay? So just be mindful of that. Watch here, I'm gonna tap out, right? I'm just gonna click my finger off to the side here. And then, right, this is the general features and effects, okay? Too much stuff in here. I'm just gonna share with you what I think is important for today, okay? So first thing first, like I said, I'm gonna click on the video and I'm gonna trim the beginning and the end. I want it to go right into me talking. So how I like to do it, I'll take my thumb here and I can slide, okay? And I just like to watch and see. I'm gonna slowly bring it over right before my mouth starts moving. That's kind of how I start things. So pretty much right here is good, okay? How do you splice? This is how you do it. Right down here, it's a little blurry, it says split. Okay, you're gonna click that split button. When I click it, watch what happens, tab, it creates 2 clips, okay? That's how we split. This clip, right, we don't need this anymore. This is what we're gonna trim out. I'm gonna click on it, and then right down here, when I click on this clip, this says delete. This is a little trash can, we're gonna delete it. Goodbye, gone. Okay, boom. Now we've cleaned up the beginning. Hey, what's going on? Jumps right in. Now, what do? We go to the very end. I'm gonna again take my thumb, scroll, right? And then same deal. We're just gonna pretend it's good enough. Play. That's perfect. But right, we'll just leave it, whatever. But same deal, right? Say I want to split right that little millisecond or whatever. Click on it. It's lined up right here. Click split. Okay. Clip is highlighted. Boom. Click delete. Boom. Gone. Okay. One more thing. Sometimes CapCut, when you first download the app and start using it, they like to add what's called a little watermark at the end. It's very annoying. Okay. And it's like their little CapCut watermark. Just make sure you delete that at the end. You don't need to keep that. Also, like little pro nerd tip, by the way. If you leave like those in there, like the watermark, whether you're editing with this, CapCut or TikTok or Instagram, some platforms have come out, like Meta specifically has come out and said, like, if you upload videos that have watermarks on them, we will derank your videos. Like we won't show them to as many people. So again, this is another, sometimes I get asked like, hey, why don't you just edit this in TikTok? I'm like, well, because when you edit in TikTok and download it, it's got the watermark. And if I want to upload it into Facebook, Instagram, it's going to be not as important because it has that watermark. So the reason why I like CapCut is because when I post this video, I'm going to put it everywhere. I'm putting it on all the platforms. So I like to start here and push it all out. Okay. What's up?
Hey, what's the app that you use to upload one piece of content to multiple platforms?
I'll show you. oneupapp.io. I'll show you. That'll be the final. Jay's jumping ahead. All right. So there's the video done, right? We did it. Good. How long is it? Be mindful of how long the video is too, because later on, if we add music, we want to make sure we pick an appropriate song that's long enough. So we're just over like 1:12. Okay, cool. Next step. I'm going to now click on the clip. Boom, here it is. All right. And now there's a bunch of features down here from left to right. It says split, speed, animations, effects, delete. Right here, enhance voice. Okay. Right here, enhance voice. I'm going to click on that. Okay. This is a pro effect. Be mindful. If you have the free CapCut version, cool. I'm probably going to try to sell you on upgrading to the pro version. It's like $8 a month, now 80, 90 bucks a year, but it's so darn worth it. If you're serious about making video content, this platform's amazing. Anything that has a little purple diamond next to it is a pro feature. If you click on pro features and don't realize you click on pro features and you have a free account, guess what they do? When you're ready to finish the video and export it, they say, hey, you've got pro features, you got to upgrade or remove them. Just be mindful of that. I'm going to turn this on though, because this was probably the pro feature that got me just to upgrade. This is enhanced voice. And it's going to take my audio, it's going to bring it up to a crispier, like microphone quality sounding voice, and just makes it sound even better. They also have a feature within here. If you're shooting outside, maybe there's noise, there's cars going by, it's loud, there's construction, there's a noise reduction option that you can also turn on. And what it does is it removes all that background noise and takes it out. They even have like a wind removal feature, which is so cool. All this stuff didn't exist like 5 years ago. It's come so far. Okay. So this will enhance the audio. Once this is done, last step, what we're going to do is we're going to add captions and we're going to add music. I'll show you a few other cool things in here though, along the way, once this is done. 91%, 93, 94. Cool. Noise change up, it defaults to 75%. I found that to be kind of the magic number. Okay. Mistakes that I've been seeing lately. If you're thinking about selling your home this spring, okay, mistakes that you should avoid. Okay, mistake number one. Check mark. Done. All right. Pause. Boom. Okay. So moving on, left to right. If I go past that, there's video translator. That's a cool pro effect. If you ever want to do use AI and speak a different language using yourself, it will translate and move your lips and have you speak a different language. All right. To the right, isolate voice. That's great if there's a lot of background noise. One down here, it's called remove BG. That means remove background. That's how we can quickly remove the background behind us and add stuff in. And then, of course, I'll point out the retouch option, not necessarily for you to use it, but to know about it. Retouch is basically digitally Botoxing yourself. And what that means is you can do anything from retouching my face. I can do anything from making my teeth whiter to making my nose smaller to changing my skin tone to clearing my face, right? And guys, I'm not saying this is to use it. I'm just saying it because it's here, all right? And nothing is real anymore. It's all fake, okay? You can change the bone structure of your jaw. I can change my jawline. I can make myself shoulders, everything. I mean, it's wild, okay? Guys, these are all pro features, by the way, okay? Got to upgrade. Did they? See, yeah. Oh, yeah, you can do this stuff. No one's real. Everything's fake. That's the point of this. Everything's fake, all right? Okay? So, like, it goes deep. I mean, even, I didn't get much sleep last night, right? Remove these, take them out, okay? Right? So that's that, all right? Backing out of this, all right? Back button. If we ever, bless you, if you ever want to back out of a folder, we hit the little back arrow right here, okay? Continuing to go left to right, other features of stuff that is important. Volume, if you do talk pretty darn low, you could increase the volume of your voice. It usually does a pretty darn good job. Continuing on from left to right, there's a lot of other stuff that for today's class, you don't need to worry about. There's way too much stuff. Done. All right, I'm gonna click back. All right, next step. Question.
So you learned all of these features by probably using it, right? Can you go to the app? Is there kind of like a library explaining what each feature does, or you just need to play with it?
Kind of have to mess with it. Yeah. Yeah. Or Google, what is this? How to use it kind of thing.
YouTube.
That's right. That's right. ChatGPT. Yeah. Pretty much just mess with it. Exactly. Yeah. It's overwhelming. There's too much stuff. I'm just trying to show you. This is the stuff I think that's important for today if you want to make a video. And then now let's add captions. This was the other pro feature that just convinced me to do captions. When I started teaching this class about a year ago, they made pretty much all of the captions free. They took all those away, made a lot of them a pro feature. So they kind of force you to upgrade just on the captions. But what I love about this is I'll click on this. I will not click on this clip. And right down here, this says text with the T. I'm going to click on text. And within text, right here, this says auto captions. I can click on auto captions, and now it's automatically going to transcribe my video and create the captions for me. All right. I can choose templates. There's tons of templates. You can go crazy, change the colors, whatever. It's nonstop. I personally like the templates that have like the emojis that appear. And what that means is after it transcribes your video and adds the captions, it will identify certain words that you say. And if there's a caption associated with that word, it will make an emoji appear for that word. I think it improves engagement. It keeps people engaged. There's more stuff going on as you speak. For the
captions again.
I clicked off of the video. I then, at the very bottom, I'm not clicked on anything. Right here, third option over, text. And then once I clicked within text, I clicked on auto captions right at the bottom, fourth one to the right. Okay. Next up, I'm now just going to choose one. You can always change this later. It's not set in stone. For the sake of time, I'm just going to choose the first text option. I'm going to click generate. And I've done this a lot of videos. And I found really the only mistake it makes is spelling my name wrong. So if you have a name that has a unique spelling to it, just double check it. Okay. And then other than that, it does a pretty darn good job getting everything right. All right. So once you finish generating those captions, they're going to appear here. One pro tip that I found with the captions is when they layer them on here, they usually have the captions hang a little bit too low. And what I mean by that is we're going to take the captions, we're actually going to drag them up a little bit because of the layout and where they are on the screen. What I mean by this is if you leave your captions too far low on a video, when you upload it, it's going to get cut off by all the stuff on the platform later, and you can't read the captions. Maybe you've seen this before. Okay. Question.
Where do you see, because Instagram to me puts captions too high, so I'm constantly dragging captions low. Where do you think is the most ideal place on that screen?
So let's take one step back because I didn't say this earlier because that's a great question. The question is where should the captions be? You know what matters even more than that is lining yourself up for the video, right? When I'm shooting this video, I want to have enough space right below me. I don't want to shoot like this, right? Well, it's too close. Right. I personally want to kind of angle it down a little bit, have a little bit of space down here. So be mindful of that, right? Where are you going to put the captions? I'm not going to put them, I'm just going to be right here, right? So be mindful. One thing I did, I like to have the grid. You can see here, you can add a little grid, kind of a little pro video thing. There's a concept called the rule of thirds, applies to photography, videography, just where you should align yourself, right? I'm trying to kind of align myself in this third right here, if I could. Again, doesn't have to be perfect, but just have enough space for captions. Question?
Do you ever shoot and speak a little bit quickly just with anticipation that they're going to watch it all the time?
I try to speak fast all the time. I don't know. I've always been a kind of a quick speaker. And I always think if someone doesn't like, if they miss something, they just watch the video again, which is even better, right? Because that improves engagement, watch time, all that stuff. I just talk the way I talk. Yeah. But you do you. But come on, you guys have all seen those videos. Hey, let me, and then you lose them, right? Like people are gone. Like don't be slow. Don't be slow. Yeah.
I don't know that you in this method.
Yeah.
Where you speed up some portion and then you get back down to.
Oh, that's a good idea for a class. Shoot, I'm gonna make that into a class.
Oh, you don't have that in it?
No, I should do that. Video walkthrough of a home, speed up, like it's called speed ramping, where you speed up the boring stuff, bring it into the next room, right? Yep. Stay tuned. We'll do that. Stay tuned. After we all illegally download CapCut, I'll figure that out first. Okay, cool. So getting back on track here with the captions, all right? So what we're gonna do here, guys, they're too low. So all I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take thumb, hold on, right? Drag, bring it up, okay? Keep it centered, okay? Pro tip here, sometimes we wanna increase the size of the captions. You can see here, right here, this box, if I click on it, I can actually bring them bigger. Be careful with using this because what will happen is if I do this, these words line up perfectly, but if you move forward, sometimes, look at this, sometimes things will pop up that is bigger and will fall off screen. So usually the default size is actually perfect. So let's practice. Let's press the undo button. It's right there. Back arrow and just edit undo. Okay. Uh-oh, I did too many undos. Oh no, now it got mad at me. Oh, there we go. We're good. Okay. So here's my captions. If I wanted to change them, okay, I can click on them. And down below, right, you can see that how they do it is they basically kind of separate out sentences and what you say into different like boxes of captions, right? And you can see here they're separate out. You can get fancy. You can change certain ones. You can click in here. If I ever made a mistake, so let's go to my name because I guarantee you it's spelled incorrectly. Here we go, Jared Larkin, right? So I will do, if I want to change a word and change the spelling on that, I'll click on the text box for that section. Down below, okay, I can change the style. I can edit the captions, which is what I want to do. I'll click on edit captions. And then within this section of the text, I can actually click within here, right? And just respell my name, J-E-R-A-D, because I'm unique, my mom says. All right, boom, done. Play. Jared Larkin with XYZ Real cool. Estate. All right. Questions. Done. So that's how we do captions. Good? Cool. All right. This is just a feature to one of the styles of the captions. And if you ever wanted to change it down here on style under templates, there are tons. Tons and tons and tons and tons. It just goes and goes and goes. Here's a green one, right? Like you do. That one's like a little bit too intense. I personally, I like the karaoke style. I like when it highlights the word that I say. I do like the emoji style. You can change the color and all that, right? Make it in your own. So let me go back to just this one with the emoji. Okay, good enough. Good? Okay. That right there, I'd call it good. If you wanted bonus points, we'll show you how to add music. All right. Here's the thing on music. I think music, it's a double-edged sword. I think it can complement the video or it can completely ruin the video. All right. You ever watch a video and it like just doesn't go or like doesn't flow with how fast the person is talking? It's just weird, right? Or it's too loud. So if we did want to add music, here's how we do it. All right. I'm gonna scroll all the way to the beginning. Okay. All the way to the beginning. Boom. Okay, I'm going to click out of this folder. I'm just going to go back right here, back. I am not selecting any clips. I'm all the way back at the beginning. Okay, bottom left, second option over, this says audio. I'm going to click on audio. Okay, within audio, the first option right here is called sounds. Okay, and now I can find music. All right, this is all like copyright free music. Okay, that we won't get, we won't have any issues with, that we can choose. Okay. For something like this, though, like we're not going to talk about like bringing in your own, track today. We're just going to pick something that just kind of complements us talking, because at the end of the day, we don't want the music to be the highlight of the video. It's just supposed to enhance us speaking anyway. So it's going to be barely turned on. So fastest way to do this, search box at the top. You could type in background music, upbeat background music, whatever, make it up, right? I'll type in background music and then we'll start to pull in tracks that match to that, right? And then we just got to find something that kind of works. Let's see what we got here. Okay, right. So we're picking out tracks. Pro tip, it's not really a pro tip, it's just probably a good idea. Make sure the track is at least as long as your video, if not longer. Because if my video is 1:12 and the song is 30 seconds, it's just going to go off and it's going to be kind of weird. All right. What's that?
It won't prompt you that in Pro?
No, no.
Music first.
No. You have the music and the time right here. So like this, it says 1:55, right? 3:09. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring the clip in, then we're gonna splice out at the end and we'll take care of it. Okay. This is a little bit too intense. Okay. 15 seconds, this won't even work, right? A minute, this won't work. Okay, I'm just gonna try to pick something here. Sure, let's go with this. So if I want to pick this one, blue plus button, okay, add it, background music in, okay, and now it starts from the very beginning of the track, okay? So what I found with editing the audio on the app is usually you have to bring it down like all the way from 100% down to like a 1 or a 2, pretty much the bottom, okay? So you'll see here, it's already over. You can't even hear me talk, right? It's way too loud. So first things first, I'm going to click on the audio clip and then I'm going to go down here to volume. And I'm just going to bring this from 100 probably down to like a 2, all the way down. Almost off. All right. Let's press play. We're at a 3 right now. Let's see what happens. Hey, what's going on?
want to share with you 3 mistakes I've been seeing lately.
Okay.
You're thinking about
Turn this
selling
up.
your home this spring.
That's not bad. That's at a 3. Okay. If I wanted to get fancy, we'll take it up a level here. If I want to get fancy, if you notice, the audio is kind of quiet. If I wanted to just pop right in, right when the beat drops, I could even drag this audio over a little bit like this. So all I'll do is I'll take my thumb and I'll just grab this. You can either splice it, you could split it here, or you can also just drag this over to where you wanted it to start, where the beat hits, right? And then now you can see here, I cut this piece out and the video plays without the music. If that ever happens to you, again, just any clip, you just hold it down and drag it back to the beginning. Okay. Got it. Okay, press play.
Hey, what's going on? I want to share with you 3 mistakes.
Right, boom, it goes.
Lately. You're thinking about selling your home this spring.
What's that?
What are your thoughts on no music when someone's talking?
No music.
I feel like it sounds great with your voice.
I think no music's great too. Yeah. Yeah, you can stop there.
Almost.
I totally agree. That's where you have to be careful. Yep. Exactly. We don't want to do that. So last thing here, you can see here the track keeps going. So if I exported this video right now, it's just going to go black and then keep going. So if we did use an audio track, we just go to the very end, click on the clip, right? We're going to split it, splice, trash can, delete, okay? And then we're done, right? If you wanted to fade the song out and take it up a notch, right here, there's a fade button. You can have it fade out so it doesn't sound so abrupt, and then you're done, okay? Cool, good, not bad, fancy. Remember, if you have a watermark at the end, just delete it, all right? It added it, there it is, look at that, little cap. So they added, that's smooth, they added it at the end. Sneaky. So we're gonna trash can that, click on it, delete, goodbye, right? Okay. For whatever reason, my app always defaults to export in 1080p. So I'm gonna click on that. I like to, again, take advantage of the maximum quality. Resolution right here says 1080. I'm just gonna bring it over to 4K, just slide that over. And then I'm gonna click export, okay? When I click export, now it's gonna export to my phone. It's gonna save to my phone. Because ByteDance owns this in TikTok, it's gonna finish here. It's gonna say, hey, you should upload this to TikTok. You do you. I always just close that out, all right? For Jay's question, he asked, what do you do after this if you wanna get it out to everyone? What I do is I then take this video. If you're just posting it to like 1 or 2 platforms, say Facebook, Instagram, right? You do you, upload it through your phone, be done. I use an app, I use a social media scheduler. It's called oneupapp.io. Again, I'm a big believer. I'm going to make content. I'm going to put it on all the platforms because of, like we did at the very beginning, when everyone raised their hand, some people are on Facebook, some people are on Instagram, some people are on YouTube, some people are on LinkedIn. I want to push my content everywhere to try to reach everyone. But within this app, I can connect all of my social media accounts. It's the cheapest social media schedule I know out there, where you can connect up to 10 different social media platforms, and it's $12 per month. It's cheap. So cheap.
Okay. Quick question on that.
Yeah.
Does it allow you to modify posts for each platform a little bit, or does it have to be like across the board thing?
It allows you to modify the post for each platform. So if I wanted to create a post, I could say, hey, let's select all the accounts. And then, right, Pinterest, what's your pin title? YouTube, what's your YouTube title? Description, you could leave this for all of them or change it interchangeably. Down here, you'd upload the video, right? You'd bring in the thumbnail, right? If it's LinkedIn, there's features, right? YouTube, right? You plug in your tags for YouTube down here in your thumbnail. And then if you had even a playlist, you can put on a playlist and you're done. So it does let you do it.
Okay.
And then you can schedule this or post it and it goes out to all platforms. Yeah. Question.
So yeah, Jared, last Tuesday we had introduction to Linktree.
Okay.
Do you know anything about how to speak to a comparison between this and OneUp and Linktree?
Yeah, Linktree, I haven't used it before. I know people that use it, but my understanding is it's essentially a host where you can have different links to different websites, and you can put that, say, in your Instagram profile or on your social profiles, so you can take advantage of only having one link, but show essentially like a tree of a bunch of links. So that's something different, but you could still use it. And I would encourage you to use it if you had multiple websites or URL links where you wanted to send someone, and you would just host that link tree right down here, right? and you could have that link tree with all your stuff. Yep, totally. Yep, this is more just for scheduling and posting stuff. So back to this, video is done. It's on the computer. Upload it in here. You choose you. Question, yeah.
What about existing videos that you might want to have resurfaced that are in a different format or done with a different program? Can you import it into CapCut and then modify it from there?
Like 4K, you want a vertical, you want to change the dimensions.
Like there might be functionality that wasn't available and whatever.
Yep, CapCut can do that. CapCut can it can take a horizontal video, re-edit it into a vertical video, or vice versa. Yep, they have it. I've never used it. I've used it, but yeah, they have it. Yeah.
So Jared, what about, because everybody has a different format, like Instagram is different than Facebook. So do you just use your one video and it'll...
So this vertical video will cover Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, YouTube Shorts, LinkedIn, Pinterest, TikTok. Those are X7. Those ones I'm using it for. But for most of us, it's Facebook, Instagram. Yeah. And how are you to post that? You could just, most of us, we usually have our Facebook, Instagram accounts connected, and we'll just auto post to both. The only thing you can't do, which for whatever reason they don't let you do, is you can't schedule content to post to your personal Facebook. They just don't let us do it for some reason.
I was wondering about, like if you post to Instagram, how they have the, they shrink if you're not posting it directly to Reels and you want to do your own post. Like they shrink stuff and then you got to resize it or, crop it. Does that do that with when you share this with all your different?
It shouldn't.
Okay.
As long as you have your settings set up properly to share the maximum quality of the video, which they should be defaulted to last time I checked, and you should be good. Okay. Yeah.
So they won't shrink it. So it looks like your head's only showing this much below and you're cropped off from the top up.
As long as you're mindful of when you first shoot that video, having enough space and not at the very top, right? Or at the bottom. Yeah. Good question. Yeah. Totally. Yeah. Any other questions? Last thing I'll show you, I think this is pretty cool. I'll show you on CapCut, one more thing. This is the computer version of CapCut, right? Same setup, just things are located differently. I don't know about you all, but I struggle with, once I have the content, I always struggle with what am I going to say? What am I going to type out? And one hack that I like that saves me a ton of time is you can only, as far as I'm aware, you can only do this on your computer, on the computer CapCut. But within here, I can do the same stuff. I can generate my captions for this. This is the video I just created. I just brought it into my computer. But what I can do, what's cool about this on the computer is you can export the video, you can export the audio, and you can also export the actual captions file. So what that looks like right here is I can export these captions, which are then turned into just an actual file within itself. I can then take all these captions with everything I just said, and it usually doesn't take this long. I can then copy and paste them.
What's going on? I want to share with you
over
mistakes that
into, look at this. Copy. I can take them to right here. Here's everything I said in that video. I can then take them over into ChatGPT. I can say, hey, I am posting a Instagram Reel video. Here is my transcript. Write my caption for this video post. I'll paste them in and watch what it does. Think about selling your home this spring? Avoid these 3 big mistakes that could cost you money, right? And it says overpricing your home, skipping staging, not decluttering, selling soon, let's chat, right? And this does a pretty darn good job. You can of course change this, but this helps get you to the finish line. On this, I said, hey, I'm posting a video to social media. Here is the transcript on what I say in the video. Write the caption for me for the post. Yeah. Yeah.
How do they transfer the video?
Apple.
Yeah.
AirDrop. Yep. AirDrop the video file. Yep.
What was that?
Simple as that.
And if you have a PC?
Upload file.
Upload file. Choose your cloud drive, Dropbox, Google Drive.
Go to Best Buy.
Pick your poison. Go to purchase a new device. Yeah. All right, guys, that was a lot. That was like start to finish everything. Okay. Before I forget, let me just give this to you. This is my guy. If you're like, hey, I'm not going to do any of this, but sure, now I understand how it works. And you still want to make content. This is my guy. His name's Shiraz. It's over in Pakistan. Yeah. And Fiverr, anyone ever use Fiverr.com? What Fiverr is, it's the platform where you can essentially outsource cheap labor for anything from video editing to creating websites to kind of anything that you can handle virtually, right? Okay. Anyway, this guy, Shiraz, how I found him, what I do, I will, how I find video is I will take a video, say I took this and I didn't edit it, and I will then find like 10 people on here and I'll pay them whatever they want, anywhere from $5 to shoot. Some of them charge $30. And then I just give them all the same assignment and then I vet them and I pick the best one who does the best job. And that's how I found Shiraz, how I found my video editors. And what's fascinating, what you'll find is people that even charge you the most amount of money are not necessarily the best, right? Sometimes it's the cheapest person. It's crazy. But Shiraz is great. He does all of my videos. And guys, just now that you understand like how much time it takes to do all this stuff and how long it takes, let me show you some examples, right? Like that's a bad example. Here's one, okay? Right, so here's a video that Shiraz edited. Guys, I shot this one take on my phone, just like this, with my buddy Ben, right? So he'll add the captions, he'll add all this. And this is advanced editing. I mean, this stuff takes forever to do.
To the next person. So that's the first part.
He's got it pretty dialed where like, this is it. Yeah, if you use him, just tell him I referred to you. I want to make sure that he takes care of you. You know, if you want a video like this, just say, do stuff like this. Shiraz, this is him right here. Yeah, bit.ly/my video guy. bit.ly/my. I'll send it to you guys after too, just so you have it. But that's Shiraz. The only negative feedback I have for Shiraz is he's getting busy because I keep referring people to him. He's like blowing up. I think he's building like a huge agency over there in Pakistan. He keeps hiring on guys. The thing about him, make sure you work with him through the platform so that Fiverr holds him accountable, okay? This is Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com, okay? So you'll create an account, you'll contact him, you'll say, hey, I have a video, right? You'll upload it, but just make sure you're very clear on what you want and deadlines, okay? Because if you're not clear on deadlines, Shiraz likes to push the deadlines, okay? So make sure this is the deadline and he has it done in time, okay? But it's like 15, 20 bucks a video. Typically 90. No, for that level quality of video, you can't beat that, guys. Okay. So that took a little bit of time. It's 11:20. I don't know how long I booked this class for. 2 hours or whatever. If you guys want to hang and shoot some content, edit, I'm going to be here. And does anyone want to make some videos? Let's go. How we feeling? We're here to shoot some videos, right? So here's what we'll do next. Quick question.
So you said that the app, CapCut, is now blocked. So is this just?
We're gonna figure out how to get you CapCut right now. So if you have CapCut, we're gonna take a 20-minute break, and you're gonna go out and shoot some content. So you go outside, you go to a different room, go in the hallway. Right, again, let's just get our reps in and practice, and try to shoot something. All right, and then we'll come back here in 20 minutes, and we'll start editing and going through it.